What's good with it? Y'all ready for the haircut, neck shave, and sweep procedure? Let's go. So, first thing is first is we're going to sanitize our hands and wrists. And since this is a new client, we're going to be doing a scalp analysis, okay? So, I'll be grabbing me a comb, and I'll be making me a part section right down the middle of the head, okay? Once that's done, I'm going to be taking 1/2 inch sections A to B, and splitting them open, okay? Half sections from A to B. Oops, I'm sorry, this is obviously a pre-cut mannequin, but all the way around the head, okay? Once you're done with that, you're gonna take your comb and put it into items to be disinfected. I'm gonna sanitize my hands, and then what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna be grabbing me a paper towel, setting it on the side of my SMA, and I'm gonna be, so I can be able to use my clippers to be able to put them on top of that. So I don't use this in general. I hope that makes sense. You can use this instead. So after all that's done, oops, let's just do sanitize one more time. I'm gonna grab my clippers. I'm gonna grab my number 4, okay? I'm gonna set my base all around the head, okay? With the 4 guard. Just set your base all around the head. Once you're done, free of debris, okay? That's clean enough. I'm gonna put it right there. Now, that's okay, all right? Now, I'm gonna start my taper. You guys know how to taper. Open, close, however you do it. Taper, do the taper, but make sure that this bald line is bald. And just get rid of it all the way up. Just do your taper. Once that's done, free of debris, you know what I mean? That can go down, you know, sanitize my hands. And then I'm also gonna have my comb, so I'm sorry I just spoke with that, but you're gonna be using your comb too, you know what I mean, to get that taper going. But once all that's done, I'm going to be moving on to the side of my client's head, and I'm gonna be using my clippers and my number 1, okay? Because you don't really have to go bald. It's hard because you only have so much space. So 1's pretty cool. So I got my 1 and I start my taper. Just like a taper, just do your tapers with the 1 and go all the way up, and you can utilize all your guards you have, and you can put them on top of this as many times as you want and put them back. Just make sure you're free of debris, okay? Once that's done, do both sides. Make sure both sides are even. Use your mirror, okay? And that's pretty much right there. So you got the back tapers, you got the side tapers, and then you're gonna have the bulk right here. So you'll have your clippers in that area, obviously. These can get thrown into items to be disinfected. You can grab your shears now. This can go into your universal area, and then grab your comb. And then now, just go ahead and comb it, give your client a cool comb, and then you're just gonna get rid of all this area. You're gonna use all the techniques you were taught to get this area all out. So you're gonna show your proctor how to do that, as well as palming them. You're gonna do that, comb it out, palm. You know what I mean? Do what you're supposed to do, palm. You know what I mean? And then once all that's done, you're gonna look at your shears, make sure it's free of debris, okay? And that can go back on your estimate, that's okay. Okay, so now I'll grab my water bottle, I'll sanitize my hands, you know what I mean? And then grab my water bottle, and I'll go ahead and spray my client, making sure there's no drips on the floor. Any drips on the floor, grab your paper towel, wipe it, throw it, sanitize, you know what I mean? Get back to it. So clean your client up, get your client's hair nice and damp, and then you'll grab your shears, and you'll continue your haircut. You'll take off your inch, I believe it's 1 inch, but I'll do like 1.5 inches, you know what I mean? Set your guide, you know what I mean? I do traveling guidelines, so that's how I cut. And just go through your whole haircut, do all the motions, and show them you know how to handle business, you know what I mean? And then once that's done and everything, you're gonna check your elevation. All that's finished, you're gonna go ahead and check your tools. That can go back on. This right here looks clean enough too. I'm gonna keep that back on my SMA, that's cool. And then I'm gonna sanitize my hands. And it's pretty simple, just like that. Like, it's just going through the motions. So you're pretty much sanitize your hands, do your scalp analysis, 1/4 inches, okay? And then once you're done, you'll grab your clipper coaster, okay? And then you grab your clippers with the number 4, set your base. Once your base is done, just do your taper now. Start your taper in the back nape area. Do it however you want. You know how to do it. Once that's done, go through your motions to get the 1. Start it with the 1, do the sides now. Once that's done, just bring it all together now with the shears over comb. They want to see that. Once that's finished, wet the hair, do the top, bring it all together, cross check. Once that's finished, you're gonna, yeah, that's pretty much it. You'll sanitize your hands, and then you're gonna position your client, because you're gonna get ready for the neck shave. And then that's pretty much how it goes. So you're gonna sanitize your hands. Okay, and then you're gonna either, if you have your spatulas in or out, you can go into your table setup. Mine's in my table setup for this demo. So I'll grab me a spatula, make sure I close my bag, put it into my universal area. Okay, now I'm gonna grab my shaving gel, opening it over the trash can. Okay, I'm gonna dispense that on my hand. This is gonna go into the trash. This is gonna go back into the universal area. Now I'm gonna apply shave gel to my client in circular motion. Once that's done, I can get me a paper towel, take off the excess. This can go into the trash can. Cool. Sanitize my hands, grab me a razor, put this into the universal area. Now, little rules about this part is, once my razor is open, plant your feet, okay? Don't move around when your razor is open because you're gonna lose points. And before that, we already got a white towel ready. I'm sorry, I should have said that before, but have your white towel ready so whenever you're shaving, you can be able to wipe and shave. Remember, you wipe every stroke, okay? I hope that makes sense. So the first stroke, you're gonna have your client position down. I'm gonna turn the whole tripod. Don't do that. Try to turn the client itself, like I said. And then you're gonna have your elbow tucked, and you're gonna manipulate the skin. Remember, boom, just one time. That's it. Wipe, close, position client, and then free hand. Pull up, down, wipe, close, position client, open, free hand, wipe, close. Pretty simple, right? That can be set back onto your estimate as well. Sanitize your hands, and then before you do the estrogen stuff, don't forget you got a steam towel. So grab you a steam towel. Make sure you close your bag, okay? Bring over the trash can and check temperature on your wrists. And go ahead and apply it to your client. Apply it just like that. And wipe off all the excess gel. And try not to be so hard because you could knock down the cake below. Once that's finished, wrap it on up. That can go into soiled linens. Sanitize your hands. And then now you're going to be grabbing yourself a cotton. Boom. And then grab yourself an estrogen over the trash can once again. No drips allowed. That can go back into universal area. And not rubbing, but dabbing motions, okay? Dab the client. That can go into the trash can. Sanitize your hands. And then I believe at that point, this is all done, and then the proctor's gonna come up to you and get your comb and check the haircut. And it's COVID, so get your 6 feet or whatever, however far they want you away, and let them check the haircut. Once that's done, she's gonna tell you sweep. And they got this new sweep procedure where it's gonna go something like this pretty much. She'll give you your comb, that can go into items to be disinfected. You'll sanitize your hands. And I'm gonna try to just pretend do this, but you're gonna get you a paper towel, hospital grade, over the trash can. You're gonna spray that towel. Once that's finished, this can go back into the universal area. And what you're gonna do is wherever they have the brooms and handle at, you're gonna walk up to it and you're gonna clean the broom and the handle. And like either go get it and bring it to you over here and do it just like that and clean it all. And when you're done cleaning that handle and the broom handle, the broom and the handle itself where you scoop it in, I guess, you'll throw that into the trash. And you'll begin sweeping. You'll sweep the whole area. You can move your mat again, sweep the whole area, make sure all the hair is done. After that's done, you're gonna sweep all the hair, put it into your trash can. And before you take it back, you're pretty much gonna repeat the same thing. You're gonna take a paper towel, hospital grade disinfectant. You're gonna spray that paper towel once again, wipe off the handle, the little dustpan and the bottom bristles of the broom itself. Throw that into the trash and return it back to where it's at. And when you come back over to your area, you'll just sanitize your hands and you'll step back. And that's pretty much like a quick walkthrough of the haircut, the neck shave, and then the new sweep procedure that's going on since COVID happened. But I kind of want to say that's a better version than the first one I made because it's a little bit quicker. I kind of just jumped to it, so it's not that hard really. It's you know, you do your scalp analysis, 4, taper, 1, bring it together with the shears, do the top. Once that's done, check your work, sanitize, neck shave. Do your neck shave, go through your motions, don't forget your steam towel before your estrogen. And then once that's done, the doctor's gonna walk up to you after, or whoever's first, and they're gonna check your cut. And once that's done, they'll give you your comb back, they'll put that where it needs to go, and then you'll proceed to do the sweep procedure like I just showed you. And then once that's finished, I'll show you next on the next transitional. But that's pretty much a quicker version, I feel, of skateboarding. Whew, thank y'all.